I did something reckless yesterday, something dangerous, something my therapist specifically warned me against. I did a deep dive into the comment section of one of my climate finance videos. Usually some of the comments are lovely and others are slightly less lovely. But this time I found something pure. A perfect, crystallized example of why, in a manner of speaking, humanity is screwed. And it wasn't just an argument, it was a collision of two completely different realities. And if we can't understand why these two people so intensely clash with each other, we have no chance of sorting out climate change. So let's dive in. So in the red corner, representing market, we have Chet economist. Chet loves efficiency, liberty, old Austrian economists, and he hates taxes and feelings. Chet believes that the free market is God, government is the devil, and if you want to save the planet, you just need to buy better stuff. And in the blue corner, representing the system critic, we have Alex existential. Alex loves empathy and fireflies, and he hates billionaires and the system. Alex's belief is that the system is rigged, greed is destroying the earth, and we're all moments away from a Mad Max Fury Road scenario. Both are very vocal about climate change in their own right, but they aren't actually talking to each other, they're talking past each other. And here's why. The first problem is that they're using the same words, but they're using completely different dictionaries. Take the word socialism. To Chet, socialism means the government taking your stuff, forcing you to buy crappy heaters that don't work, and eventually building walls to keep you inside the country. It's the opposite of freedom for him. To Alex, socialism, or at least not capitalism, means a system where we're making sure that people don't starve or freeze to death over making sure a line on a graph goes up. So when Alex says we need system change to save the climate, Chet hears, I want to send you to a gulag. And the conversation dies right there. Next, the argument moves on to what counts as proof. Chet keeps telling Alex to read the theory. He's really into economists who died 50 years before the internet was invented. In Chet's opinion, the price signal is the only way to organize resources. Meanwhile, Alex doesn't care about old economists. He cares what he can see outside of his window. His viewpoint is that the theory says the economy is great, but reality says the planet is on fire. So one side demands intellectual rigor, or at least claim they do, while the other demands moral urgency. They are both right, and they're both completely insufferable to the other party. But here's what I learned from looking into this digital abyss. They aren't arguing about facts. They're arguing about values. Chet's highest value is liberty. He fears government controlling him more than he fears climate change. He would rather the world got 3 degrees hotter than the government telling him which car to drive. On the other hand, Alex's highest value is survival and empathy. Alex believes it is morally obscene for Elon Musk to have billions of dollars while people are homeless and the ecosystem is collapsing. In the comments, they actually started fighting about Elon Musk. He seems to be such a divisive person. To Chet, Musk is a hero of free speech and innovation. For Alex, he's a supervillain proxy for everything wrong with capitalism. They are both looking at the same reality, but their internal operating systems process it into two separate worlds. So why does this matter? Why should you care about two strangers hashing it out on the internet? Because those two opposing viewpoints are the reason we're not fixing anything. They represent the political gridlock paralyzing the world. The problem is the atmosphere doesn't care about Austrian economics. The polar ice caps don't care about ethical consumption under capitalism. Physics don't have a political party. It just reacts to carbon. So for as long as the Chets and the Alexes of the world are screaming past each other, trapped in their own definitions and values, the needle doesn't move. We need a new language. We need to stop trying to win the debate and start trying to design a system that doesn't accidentally kill its host. But hey, at least the arguments in the comment sections are free, unlike the consequences. And in case you're wondering, I'm more of an Alex kind of person. Thank you for watching. See you again soon. Thank you, Nuka and Silver the Elf, for your insightful discussion that went on, I think, over days. It was really, really interesting. And thank you for everybody who leaves comments in the comment section. I really appreciate every one of them, irrespective of which side of the climate change discussion you're on. Let's keep talking and let's try to find the right words for each other.